We invite Command Sergeant Major Ozell Ford, U.S. Army retired.
To the Honorable Frank Davis, Mayor of our fair city and my hometown, to Judge Lynn Williams, to members of the City Council and Board of County Commissioners, to Mr. John Gill, to Command Master Chief Deathridge, and I hope I'm pronouncing that correctly. And I also want to acknowledge Captain Charles Brown. Both of them are the United States Air Force retired, and Captain Brown is my esteemed brother-in-law. To my fellow military veterans, family, and friends, on behalf of my family, I thank you for coming out, support, and participating in this very special ceremony that is designed to honor a native son of this local community whose extraordinary heroism in the defense of our great nation has gone under-recognized far too long. And I want to publicly thank my brother Robert for his persistent and diligent work that has resulted in elevating this case to bring about this long-deferred public recognition of our brother, the late Captain Charlie James Ford. Who could fail to be deeply moved by such a tribute as this? It is for a local boy who rendered such great sacrifice in service to his country, and it is coming from a community that he grew up in and a people that he loved so well. And as the brother of Captain Ford, I am filled with an emotion that I cannot express, because I possess neither the eloquence of speech nor the poetry of imagination to tell you all that it means to me to finally see this day come. I am overwhelmed to see my brother finally publicly recognized for his courageous action on the battlefield. And now, from this day forward, for all eyes to see and for all times, this occasion on this day establishes a public memorial on these grounds to the extraordinary accomplishment of this valiant American soldier. Indeed, this marker dedicating ceremony today should arouse a sense of pride and produce a measure of justice and yet of humility. And all of us knew him, and all who is assembled here today, and indeed all Americans everywhere. The two citations read a moment ago by Mr. Gill highlights Captain Ford's exceptional leadership and extraordinary bravery while engaging the enemy in the heat of battle. They vividly described his heroic actions on two separate occasions that occurred only a few months apart. In each case, he was awarded the Silver Star Medal. Now, as prestigious as the Silver Star Medal is, the summary of the citation that you just heard have prompted some, to include myself, to believe that even the highly regarded Silver Star Medal may in fact underrepresent Captain Ford's actual performance on the battlefield. In any case, his achievement sets him apart from the ordinary and places him among the very exceptional men and women who have served in the armed forces of the United States of America. Indeed, only a very few have equaled or surpassed the combat record of Captain Ford. And remarkably, he was still in his early 20s when he demonstrated the command of incisive battlefield tactics, inspiring combat leadership, and raw fighting courage. And so there's no doubt that he's worthy of this special honor, not just by those of us who are here today, but by every American citizen all across this land, from sea to shining sea. For in his youth and strength, his love and loyalty, he gave to this country all that mortality has to give. And when you consider his dogged persistence in the accomplishment of his mission, his courage under fire, and his modesty in victory, you know that he belongs to history as furnishing one of the greatest examples of genuine patriotism. And he also belongs to posterity as an instructor to every American citizens of all sentiments in the high cost of freedom and liberty, a cost that is written and read and paid for by the sacrifices, not just of those who enjoy the full benefits of citizenship, but also by many who did not, as was the case of my brother Captain Ford, given the social conditions of the 1950s and 1960s, the times in which he lived. In keeping with the teachings of our parents, he fought because he had faith in what America could become. And in doing so, he helped hasten the day when we all can stand and proudly sing, "My country 'tis of thee, sweet land of liberty, of thee I sing. Land where my father died, land of thy pilgrim's pride. From every mountainside, let freedom reign." This was surely his battle cry. It is 50 years after the fact, but today marks the final roll call for Captain Ford. For me, his memory is one of wondrous beauty, watered by tears and caressed by the smiles of yesterday. Rest easy, my brother. I will never forget you. I am humbled just to have my name mentioned alongside yours. You are a true American hero in every sense of the word. And we who are assembled here today at this ceremony bear witness to your enduring fortitude, your patriotic service, and your invincible spirit, which has carved your stature in the hearts of us all. Finally, I again want to thank all of you for your presence this evening to honor this native son of your local community for his valiant defense of our nation and the ideals that binds us all together while serving in the armed forces of the United States of America, for which he gave what President Abraham Lincoln called the last full measure of devotion. I thank you and God bless you.